What is going on, everybody? We got a fun one for you today. So, we got another top five. So, I'm going to have Matt guess the top five healthiest cities in the US. Now, this is according to ChatGPT. So, let me see if I'm going to just quickly adjust it and see if it has, like, if there's like based on science. Just see
Okay.
if it adjusts it, let's
Based
see if
on
it
proven
makes it so
science.
it's basically the same,
Okay.
but a little bit different. So we're going to
Okay.
go. This is based on Wallet Hub study, which analyzed 182 cities across four dimensions: healthcare, food, fitness, and green space. Here are the top five healthiest cities in the U.S. What do you got for me?
I'm gonna say, am I guessing the order too? So, like, who's number one,
That
or
might
just
be that's going to be tough, right?
that's
Just
gonna
if
be
you
tough?
can
Okay.
even get, it's going to be tough in general, I think. Just, but you might.
Did some of them surprise you that you're looking at the list?
I didn't even know where to start. Like I have an idea. I had an idea of like where to start, and so maybe I would have been able to nail a few of these, but like it's not easy. There's a lot of
I'm
cities
gonna
in here.
guess. I'm gonna guess by popularity is what I'm gonna do, just by
Okay.
the most people, and I'm gonna guess by default they're also the most fittest and healthiest. I guess I'm gonna say go San Francisco.
San Francisco is number three. So
Okay.
that
Yeah.
is that is and that's where you're from, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I figured that. Well, I'm guessing by popularity, sunshine, people being active,
Yeah.
um,
Weather wise, right? It's like there's
weather
a lot
wise,
better
which,
weather across the
right.
year. And
Which would
so,
mean LA is probably on there too.
LA is not
Oh,
on
okay.
here. I was actually kind of surprised by that. I
Um,
figured for sure, but no, no LA.
okay. Now, so we got four other ones that are on there.
There's
I'm gonna go
four other
East Coast.
ones,
I'm gonna
and
go
it's
East
not.
Coast. I'm gonna say state. I'm gonna say Florida City, Orlando.
No, so everything is West Coast. So I'll
Everything's
give
West Coast.
I'll give you that hint. There's no East Coast cities. There's
Oh
actually
shit.
not even anything from Central, like anything on the right side of the whole U.S. There's not
Okay.
a city
Okay.
on the
I'm
list.
gonna I'm gonna say I think because they're outdoor activities and like what they're able to do year round, both when weather's good and they do get snow, but I still think they're super active. Is Salt Lake, Utah?
Like, good guess, but no. I bet you that's
Oh,
pretty close on the list. I bet you if I would have put top 10, maybe that's going to start to get it. I'm
okay.
going to give you another big hint.
All right.
So four of these five are actually in California.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So I
Yeah.
had the state right.
You did. You
Uh,
had the state, like by
okay.
saying California, you kind of just got the list, and we can end up on.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So we have San Francisco is the only one that I have so far.
Yep, you guessed LA, and that's no dice. San Francisco is number three on the list. We got
Wow.
three other California cities in here.
Wow. Okay. If I were to think who's the most active and healthiest, and maybe I'm gonna go closer to like Stanford. That's what I'm guessing. I'm gonna guess like either Palo Alto or Santa Clara.
Nope. Good
San
guess.
Jose.
So San Jose is on the list.
Okay,
Yeah.
San Jose
So
by popularity because I used to live in San Jose, so the population um,
yeah, and it
that
seems
makes
like
sense.
these are all, like we said, sunny cities. People are outside, I would imagine, more often. I've
Yeah.
even noticed, I would imagine that Phoenix or Scottsdale or something is probably pretty high on the list because
Yeah.
it's an area that you can be outside a good amount. I've never seen more people like outside hiking, walking, moving, stuff like that
Hmm.
than I do down here, as
Yeah.
opposed to Minnesota, where I guess you can't be, right? So it's like
I
anywhere
would have guessed. I
cool
would have
and
guessed them,
yeah. And so
but
that
you said no, right?
it's not, right? So it's not. So
Dang.
you got San Jose and you got San Francisco. There's two other cities. One of them's right in the middle of San Francisco and really very close, or it's actually like right next to San Francisco is one of these.
Uh, Sunnyvale.
Nope. So it's a big city. UC.
Uh,
It's a big university.
oh, Berkeley.
Berkeley. Yep.
Yeah.
So Berkeley's on
Okay.
there. And I unfortunately I don't really know a lot about California if I'm being honest. So like I don't. I'm looking at a map
Dude,
to
these
tell
are
you.
heavy populated cities. So they're like Berkeley's super populated. San Jose, I used to live there. It's very like
Do
the
you think that the money has anything to do with it too? Right? Like it's
yeah,
like because there's
yeah,
California. Obviously, there's a lot more income generally
yeah,
out there. There is, so then when people are a little bit more financially stable, it does make being healthier a little bit easier, right? You can do certain things that maybe somebody who is a little bit less, has a little bit less money coming in can do.
yeah.
Maybe that plays into it as well. So we got Berkeley, we got San Jose, one more city, and this is like the only city that I've ever been to in California.
California.
Yeah,
Really? Okay. Uh, I've been all three of lived in two of those. Yeah, born in one of them.
debatably the
uh,
most popular place to go outside of LA.
oh, and it's not San Francisco, huh?
No, I mean, like I guess I don't know. I would say San Francisco is probably up there too, but
Oh,
this
so
is like
it's Southern California. You're saying Southern
yeah,
California?
well, yeah.
Okay.
Other than I'm saying like
San
out
Diego.
of California, it's probably yeah, exactly San
San
Diego.
Diego. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
would
I should have known that one. I used to live there too.
yeah, that's a
Um, yeah, that is is that number one?
no. So the list is this. So it's San Jose is number one, San
Crazy.
Diego is number two, San
Crazy.
Francisco three. Then there's a number four in there, and then there's Berkeley at five. So
Berkeley's
yeah,
a curveball. I wouldn't
there's
have guessed
one
Berkeley.
more
Like,
in there, and I would never guess this one if I'm
is it
being
in
honest.
California?
No, no. So it's the only one outside of California. It is West Coast, and so it's West Coast, not Arizona, obviously not Utah, like I said, but it's West Coast, and it's
I'm just going to throw
there.
it out there and say where I live now. Say Portland.
Very, very good guess. It's very close to where you are.
Oh, Seattle.
Yep, you
Yeah,
got it.
yeah.
Seattle. Why do you think that is? Is it because is it very pop? Like how much
Super populated.
population?
Very, yeah. They
Okay.
have all the outdoor activities that we do too. Like I think they get more rain than we do, which is, but yeah, they're very outdoorsy, just like how we are. Um, Big city, man, like massive city. So I think just from a population standpoint, and I noticed like seeing the housing market, they did all the same things that like San Francisco was doing. It's getting more and more expensive to live in Seattle. Everybody's going there. Like you said, I think just higher tech jobs, higher paying jobs. And so it's health and fitness isn't cheap either. So I think people can afford it there who are living there. And I don't know, it makes sense. Like I don't know. I wouldn't. It wouldn't have been my top ones that I guessed. Obviously I didn't guess that one top, but it makes sense. I get it. Like, yeah.
Here's the funny thing is I just Google or I just did ChatGPT on based on I was like, what are the top 10 healthiest cities in the United States based on science? So I just changed top five to top 10. And
Uh-huh.
now there's like a completely new list. I mean, a lot of these are on there, but
Mm.
now I'm starting to question if even that list was relevant. Like
Okay.
Berkeley's on
Yeah.
there. Irvine is now on the list. Seattle's
Okay.
still on there. San Francisco. But now Cambridge and Massachusetts is on there. Washington,
Huh.
D.C., Minneapolis, Minnesota is number seven on this new list that I have. So I don't know. I mean, I think that what I've been able to come from that list of the top five that we went through, and I guess there's probably a million top fives out there that we could have gone through and dissected, but it probably is like a combination of like pretty good weather, a lot of outdoor activities to do, so people can get out moving, and then some sort of I would imagine there's some sort of tie to like average income or like
Hmm.
like average
Yeah.
amount of wealth that there's in there that's got to be playing into that because let's be honest like you can easily with with low amounts of money you can get healthy and you can eat quality you can get like even if you're getting like the cheapest chicken and like all that stuff you can piece it together and eat really good and a lot of it's just about eating better than what you were before eating more nutritious foods but it is a lot easier when you're not having to focus on that and you're just
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm going to the store. I'm just going to buy whatever I want to buy. Quality stuff, frozen fruits and veggies, like, maybe certain things you're buying organic. You don't have to, but like it could, certain foods like have been shown to have a lot more pesticides and different things. But also at the same time, like some organic stuff is like, I think it's been shown to have the same deal. So maybe that doesn't even matter. Who the hell knows these days?
Yeah.
This is fun though. I like this, and I like that we're doing these a little bit more. It's this is more of an entertaining one than anything because,
Yeah.
like I said, I mean, we probably could have like Googled top 5 healthiest cities, and we would have got like 50 lists. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Something
it's
different.
it's
Yeah.
just fun to
It's
talk about.
interesting. I mean, I was immediately thinking like West Coast, and then I also was thinking East Coast too. I was like, okay, what are the big cities on the East Coast? Um, and then I
Yeah,
just think per capita, population, income. I think those all have something to do with it. To your point, like, is health and fitness, does it have to be expensive? No, but I think it's in our society today, if you can pay to get meals, or if you can pay to like, prepackaged high protein meals, like if you can pay for a personal trainer, like all these things, like people are going to do it. And so
yeah,
if they have the income to be able to invest in themselves, and they readily available, that's kind of how I was picking. And then weather is another thing. So that's kind of how I was thinking.
yeah. Well, and that what you said too is a lot of truth. Like a lot of times, what the struggle with being healthy is that it takes consistency, and then like when people are left to their own devices, it's hard to be consistent on a regular basis. And so, yeah, having a personal trainer or having like a group, maybe a group fitness class that you go to on a regular basis that you pay for, or,
Yeah.
having like some sort of like for people that have like the ability to do those meals, just show up. So they're not even having to think about it. It does add a good
Yeah.
piece to it that can be solid. But then again, like, also just keep in mind if you are somebody who maybe doesn't have all of the means that you can do your own meal prep, right? Do something as simple as using a crock pot or like doing that once a week on Sundays and setting up your meals for the week. That can go a long way. Find a workout buddy, right? Find somebody that you can work out with that's going to hold you accountable, or somebody who maybe is a little bit farther in their health and fitness journey that you could just have reach out to you or like help you out or bounce questions off of. Like it goes a long way, and it'll play the same way as somebody who is, paying for some of these things. Like you can still find people that'll help you out. So hopefully this has been fun. This is more of an entertaining one. If you enjoyed this, make sure you do just follow us, subscribe so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Every Tuesday, Thursday at 6 a.m. Pacific time is when we are dropping these babies. Thanks again for watching and listening. We do appreciate you all and hope you have a great rest of the day. Peace.